Alright, so Firestarter 21 is just finding volume and surface area. Remember, surface area is like wrapping paper. So think wrapping paper. That's the coverage of the outside of the three-dimensional figure. Volume, that's going to be the space taken on the inside. Alright, so surface area, number one, the first one we're looking at is the sphere. Remember, the surface area for a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So I'm going to put 4 pi r squared. R is 9. So 4 times pi times 9 squared. So it's going to be 81 times 4, which is 324 pi. You could leave it like that. Most of you guys are going to actually put it in your calculator and give me an answer. So that's going to be surface area, and I'm going to put about. It's going to be 1017.888. Now remember, surface area is space, two-dimensional space. It's coverage, so that's square feet. Don't forget your label. You got to have square feet. All right. Now volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. Make sure you have a little 3 there. There was a typo in one of them, I guess. Make sure it's cubed, because remember, it's a three-dimensional space. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4/3 pi instead of r. I'm going to put 9, so it's 9 cubed. 9 cubed is 729. So I'm just going to plug it all into my calculator. 4 ABC3 pi, and I'm going to put 9 to the third power. I'm going to end up with 3053.63. So 3053.63. And remember, it is an about. Alright, so I don't like how that looked. So volume, it's about 0.63. Remember, it's cubic feet. So those labels are really important. Don't forget your labels. Alright, there's the work too. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the rectangular prism. This is a prism because it's got rectangular bases. Now, when we talk about a prism, this perimeter is specific to the base. So this perimeter, we're going to call this bottom rectangle the perimeter. Okay? So my surface area is equal to the perimeter, which is 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7, or 12 plus 14, 28. So my perimeter of this bottom figure, and that's the measure on the outside, is 28. The height, this is height, is 12, plus 2 times the area of the base. So 2 times the area of the base is 42. So I'm going to put that in my calculator. 28 times 12 plus 84. 28 times 12 plus 84. I end up with 420. So my surface area is 420. Now it's meters. Remember, surface area is coverage, so it's square meters. All right. Now, volume, a little bit different. Volume's actually really easy with this one. Most of you guys will do it the same way. So some of you guys were taught length times height times width. That will work with this one because it's a rectangular prism. So, but the work for any prism, not just a rectangular prism, is the area of the base times the height. So I'm going to do the area of this shape right here. That's 6 times 7, which is 42, times the height, which is 12. So my volume is equal to 42 times 12, which is 504. Now you have to remember that that is in cubic meters, because it's how much it can fill up. So it's a three-dimensional space. So it's to the third power. So 504 cubic meters. Alright, next two are very similar. Now remember, number 30 is a prism. So this is a prism. I don't know why number 30, it's not really number 30. But the triangle, this is not a pyramid. It is a prism right here, not a pyramid. So we have to understand what the base is. That's important. Alright? So I have to know the perimeter of the base. The base is the triangle. It is not the rectangle. Alright, so that is the base. It's important that you know that when you're doing surface area. Alright, so the surface area, it's still the same formula. I'm still using this formula. Right here. But the surface area is the perimeter times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. That's why it's a big B. It means the area of the base. So my perimeter of my triangle is 8 plus 6 plus 10. It's the 3 sides added up, so it's 24. So my perimeter is 24 because it's this plus this plus this. Alright? I didn't write that very well, but we'll try it again. So remember, the perimeter is 24. The height, that's the one we're not using. So this right here is the height. This is the height because it is not part of the original triangle. This is the height. So it's 7. Plus 2 times the area of the base. Well, the area of the base is 1/2 times 8 times 6. So it's 24. So I have 24 times 7 plus 48. So 24 times 7 plus 48. Because 2 times 24 is 48. So my surface area is equal to 216. Remember, it is square feet. Alright? Volume. Volume a little bit easier. Volume is equal to the area at the base. That's why it's a big B. So it's this area here. It's this area, which is 24, times the height, which is 7. So it's just 24 times 7. It's just a coincidence that the perimeter and the area of the triangle are the same. So my volume is equal to 24 times 7, which is 168. So my volume is equal to 168, but this time it's cubic feet because it's volume. So there's my volume, and I wrote square feet even though it should 100% have said cubic feet. I even said cubic feet, but I still wrote a little. So cubic feet, square feet for surface area. Alright. Now we're going to use the cylinder formulas. Alright. So for the next one, the big thing we need to understand right away is that this is the diameter. Right? I need a radius. So that is 15. Okay? That's the radius. Alright, so my surface area formula, pretty easy. It says surface area is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. So surface area is equal to 2 times pi. Now remember, we're using 15, not 30. The height is this 15. That's the height. Just coincidence, they're both the same. 2 pi 15 this time squared because the radius is that. So in my calculator, I'm going to put 2 pi 15 times 15 plus 2 pi 15 squared. So 2 pi 15 times 15 plus 2 pi 15 squared. I'm going to end up with 2,827.43. So surface area is equal to 2,827.43. Now remember, that is an approximate, not an exact, because we estimated because pi is irrational, it goes on forever. So that's how we do that one. Alright. Now I'm going to do volume. Volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times the height. So it's the area of the base times the height. The area of the circle, that's why it's pi r squared. R is 15, h is 15. So volume is equal to pi times 15 squared times 15. Alright. So I'm just going to put in my calculator, 15 squared times 15. If you wanted to put it in terms of pi, you could. I wouldn't, but it's 3,375 pi unless they told me to. So 3,375 pi is 10,602.87. Remember, that's an approximate, it's not an equal sign. I also almost forgot my labels, so that is cubic centimeters, and that is square centimeters up above. Right? And that's it for Firestarter 21.